Howdy folks, welcome back. It's me, Impulse. Hope you're all feeling well. At the moment I'm recovering from a migraine. If you don't know what migraine is, it's one of those headaches which is not particularly nice. It's virtually a chemical balance in the brain caused by God knows whatever. It could be caused by stress, it could be caused by tiredness, it could be caused by eating a lot of dairy products, fresh fruit, all that crap. They just don't know what caused it, and what happens is it gives you an aura over your eye, which is like a blind spot. When that clears, your headache gets worse and worse and worse, to the point where if you've ever seen the film Exorcist, where she vomits over the bloke, it's like that. And it's like that for about 2 to 3 hours. It is horrible. And then after that, normally it takes you a day to recover because your head feels like it's been through a tumble dryer on a spin cycle. However, this is now the 3rd day and my head still feels like that. This is the worst migraine I've had in a while. This is more like a 3-day migraine. I've never had one of these. To be honest, I've almost forgot what migraine was since, how can we say, the last one I had was over 3 years ago. Oh, this is bad. But let's get back onto the video. As you can see, my title of the video is AMD are at it again. AMD drivers, yeah. Oh boy, where do I start? Last week I went to do a live stream and I watched a video on YouTube. My AMD settings crashed, and this is an issue, right? I'll talk about that in a second, but I just want to get you into a certain focus. My AMD settings crashed and reverted to an older driver, which is 17.1.1. At the same time, it then brought up listen to this, 2 AMD settings on my hard drive. How? I don't know. So I had to install both of them, reinstall to the recommended drivers, which happen to be 17.4.4. There's an optional driver which is 17.5.1, which is for Prey, which is virtually the 17.4.4 with a few more tweaks for Prey. So I'm going to top of 17.4. What happened to 17.4 is, and everyone is having this issue from the 300 series all the way up to the RX 500 series, and here is what's happening. Game stuttering, freezing. I discovered how to fix that because it's also on the 17.4.3, but it's an easy fix. It's annoying, but you have to do it all the time, but it does work. Frame rate drops, unable to maintain the frame rates of, well, people have been doing games where they were using an RX 500 series card, and they were doing on ultra settings, they were getting certain games where they were getting 70 frames per second. Now they can even get 35. I maintain the 60 frames per second on the Division. It's the easy way to do it. If I put it on high, I can retain the 60 frames per second, it won't drop. If I put on Ultra, it'll drop down to about 57, 56, but then it goes back up. So it never ever drops below that. I was using the new driver, 17.4, and I couldn't maintain 50 frames per second. I was dropping down into the 40s. It was that bad. It's something not quite right. Somebody on the forums reckons it was due to super sampling. The card allows you to sample the game at the high resolution and reconvert it back down to 1080p, so you don't have to use all the filters, which really does work for AMD. It's a good idea. However, it was causing a conflict, they were trying to say. I just honestly don't know about that. But it was bad, so I had to go back to 17.4.3. And the game stuttering, what everyone was talking about, the game would stutter, pause, and frame rates would drop because of it, is quite simply the game doesn't, when you start up the game, it doesn't quite take over the system. For some reason, you have to press the window button to go back to Windows, and then click the game on the bottom of your taskbar to go back into it, and the game runs smooth. It just doesn't, the game doesn't seem to take over completely, if you know what I mean. It's an issue. I think it's something to do with, there is an issue there. To be honest, I think more than anything it's an issue with Windows Creators Edition update, because I got the Creators one. Yep, so I think it's a little update issue which is going to be resolved, because Windows have realized that some of their issues on Windows Creators update is a little bit temperamental on certain games. Rockstar know about Windows 10 issue. That's not to do with drivers, that is the Windows 10 issue, Creators update. they are working on a patch, somebody said. Yeah, but I honestly don't think so. It's an older game. I don't think they would do that. Well, I think they would, because it is still a popular game, isn't it? Yeah, all the Grand Theft Auto series is popular. But it was really annoying. But I feel AMD are still messing us around. They should be concentrating on getting these drivers correct for us guys. Not everyone runs a Ryzen CPU DDR4 state-of-the-art equipment. You know, none of us run the new Skylake series CPUs. I'm still running the i7-4790K. It's a good CPU. It'll always be good. That'll probably last another couple of years, and then I probably would upgrade to a newer system. But it's just, you take consideration that they not take consideration. They're not looking at people who do not have all this new stuff. These drivers probably work on the new Ryzen system, probably work on the new Skylake system. DDR4 memory is probably optimized to use all that, but people don't use them. Not everyone has those systems. Not everyone has the money to get those kind of systems. So they need to start getting beta testers, driver testers to come out. All I have to do is find out which people have got which kind of system, what kind of system they got set up, and then ask them, would you be interested in testing on beta drivers? If you do, you'll get some rewards, you know, that kind of thing, and it would be great. It's like, do you remember when AMD used to do that reward thing? What happened to that? It's no longer there. You can no longer get rewards for games or anything like that anymore. They took it away. I just honestly don't know why they did it. They seem to be, at the moment, taking it out on everyone else. They're concentrating so much on the CPU that they've forgotten about their really big graphic card supporters. And I am one of these people. I'm always feeling like I wish I'd gone down the navida line, saved up a little bit more, swapped back to my 270X for a while, and then gone for a navida card. I honestly wish I'd done that. That's the way I'm feeling. Yeah. But talking about what you saw in the beginning, right in the beginning of the video you saw the game freeze. That's what the game has been like for a while. But there was an update again. I checked it. It was a 1.27 gigabyte update, and the game now plays. It doesn't crash when you get those freezes. However, you do get those freezes quite often. I have got the game on Ultra to see how it was handling. Performance-wise, it still needs a lot of optimization. It looks a little bit better. The cutscenes look a bit better, but my character is a little bit weird. I need to go and redo my character and restart a new game and do my character, because for some reason, when I first did it, he looked alright. Now, every time you look at the screen head, it looks like his head is slightly a little bit bigger than it should be. I reckon it's because of the glitch of the update. You probably need to redo your character, so start the game again. But because it's now working, I am now going to be playing this game while, you know, just before settle down before I go to bed. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those games that no one likes to watch because they don't think it's a very good game. I like the game. It's just they're not stuck to the original format, and that's what an issue is. A lot of people don't like the game, don't like it because they have played the original, and there lies the problemo. But once again, to recap, AMD's drivers are still as crap as ever. They're getting worse. This time it's now hitting the performance of the graphics card in the fact that frame rates don't seem to be, how can we say, doing their job. It is impacting on the card, and they keep going like this. I think AMD are going to have a major issue where people are going to just start selling their cards and just get rid of the cards and start buying AMD navida, and that will make AMD lose even more money. They've already lost a little bit of money this year, apparently. If they carry on like this, they're going to lose a lot more. I've never known AMD drivers to be so bad. Is it because they've swapped to monthly updates? Before, you used to have either 3 or 4 a year, but they were all stable drivers. Is it because they've gone and tried to emulate navida and try and bring out regular stable drivers, which not working at the moment because you're not friggin' stable? Stick to what you know best, mate. You used to do it better when you used to do it on the slow way. You used to get all the drivers to work perfect, and then update it, which was a really good thing. You can't update drivers and expect people to use these drivers knowing that they're faulty. Yeah. Well, let me know what you think about that, guys. It's me, Impulse, sign off. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll catch you all very, very soon. Bye from me.
It's working. You did it.
There's hope at least.
This is more than hope. It's proof we weren't crazy. We can fly to a whole new galaxy and still make sense of things.
Sam had a little something to do with it.
It was simply a matter of linguistics, though I am pleased to calculate.
Emergency extraction now!
They're spinning up the shuttle. ETA is 3, maybe 4 minutes.
We don't have that long. Deep breath.
What are you...
Initiating transfer.